and welcome back to my channel. My name is Haley Estes here at the Mountain View Cottage, and it is time for the next episode of Get Your Life Together Boot Camp. Today we're going to be talking about evening routines. Last week we talked about afternoon routines, and I've talked a lot about morning routines in this series. So it's time to talk about evening routines and how setting up the right evening routine for you and your family can be so transformative in how your day flows. I think evening routines are important because evening routines set you up for success the next day. They make your morning routine run so much smoother if you are able to tackle certain tasks in the evening. If you are new here, I have currently 6 kids in my home. This number fluctuates a lot. You'll probably hear me say 6, 7, or 8 in different videos. In the season of our foster care journey, that number has been fluctuating, but right now we are at 6. And with so many kids in our home, regardless of whether it's 1 or 3 of those numbers, things have to run a certain way for us to have a smooth morning and a smooth transition into our day. And I truly believe that that begins with our nighttime routine. I love the term putting your kitchen to bed that I first heard from the food nanny, Lizzie. And if you follow her, you probably have caught the contagious happiness that she has. And she talks a lot about putting your kitchen to bed. And I love this idea, and I agree with it wholeheartedly, that putting your kitchen to bed is one of the best gifts that you can give yourself as a mom to starting the day off on the right foot. When you put your kitchen to bed, that simply just means that you wash the dishes or start the dishwasher, you put away anything that's on the counter, you wipe down the counters, you sweep up the floors really quick. In this day and age, I don't use a sweep, I just use a cordless vacuum. I have a Dyson that I love and swear by. I've tried all the different cordless vacuums, and the Dyson V10 Cyclone is my favorite, and I just quickly will clean up the floors. Nothing perfect by any means, but by simply doing this simple task, it helps me so much in starting my day off right the next day. I also will use this time to listen to a book. So if you are not someone who loves doing dishes or cleaning your kitchen or your house, add some sort of element to it that makes it fun for you, whether it's music you love, a podcast that you're into, or a book that you really want to read but don't feel like you have time to read. I listen to books when I clean my kitchen in the evening. Aside from cleaning up my kitchen, I kind of do an entire house put to bed. So I also put away the cushions on my couch and make sure the pillows are where they're supposed to be. And I fold up and put away any throw blankets, any toys are put away, and the floor is just generally cleaned up. So I'm not doing any deep cleaning at this time, but I am just like resetting my house for the next day. And the way that I feel when I wake up to a home that is clean and tidy is so different from the way that I feel when I wake up to a home that is a mess. I just immediately feel better, more peace, and more calm. And a lot of this series, I've talked about adding more peace to your home. And I feel like this one thing of your evening routine and putting your house to bed, like Lizzie says, is one of the key elements to starting your day off with peace. And I'm gonna talk a little bit more of what my nighttime routine looks like. So once I have done dinner with my kids, so this is kind of the routine after dinner. So we eat dinner as a family most nights, unless there's activities that pull us apart from each other. And then the dishes are done and the house is cleaned and put to bed. Another routine that I have at night is that after I've put my house to bed, I do a load, I fold a couple loads of laundry. With this many kids in our home and people living here, I do about 1 to 3 loads of laundry a day. I just kind of, switch cycles all day. And then in order to stay on top of the laundry even further, every evening once my home is cleaned up, I sit on the couch, I watch my favorite show or my favorite YouTube subscription, and I will fold the laundry. And once it's all folded, I have baskets for each of my kids' rooms. I will set those on the stairs, and my kids know first thing in the morning that it is their job to put their clothes away. And then I'll put my own clothes away and any other household items that don't belong in a kid's room. I will put those away at night. this is another thing that brings a huge amount of peace to our home, is just having a system for our laundry. Knowing that the laundry is going to be washed throughout the day and folded and put away each day really helps me stay on top of that task that can feel and become so overwhelming, because laundry can be one of those things that you can end up drowning in over time. And so this is the system that has worked really well for me. Typically I don't do this on weekends, but I will on the weekdays. I will sit down and I will fold laundry while me and my husband watch a show, or if he is working late, I will watch something that I just want to watch on my own. Or I'll also listen to a book as well, if I'm really into the book that I was listening to while I was doing the kitchen. The next thing that I do is I shower every night. This might seem silly to some of you, but I have a couple reasons for it. This is kind of something that just brings like inner peace for me. I put on some matching pajamas and I do my face routine. You know, I have a couple products that I like to use for my face to make sure my skin stays clear and clean and moisturized. I suffer from dry skin, so that's an important thing for me. And then I also have a weekly container of medication. I'm gonna go get it. I'll be right back. So I got this container from Amazon. I think it's like $6 or $7, and it is a game changer for my medication. So I only have one prescribed medication that I take for anxiety and depression. And then the rest of my medication is all supplements. So I suffer from 2 chronic disorders. I have a condition called EOE, which is inflammation of my esophagus. And then I also have a chronic bladder pain disorder called interstitial cystitis, which just means I have chronic inflammation of my bladder, and I have these bladder flares that are horrible and basically feel like a UTI. It really affects my life negatively when I'm in a flare. It makes it hard for me to complete basic tasks because I can be bedbound or just not capable of doing a lot when I'm in that much pain, because it can get pretty severe. It can get to like a 10 on the pain scale. And having, I have figured out kind of all the things, all the supplements that positively impact my body so that I do not have flares hardly at all anymore. So I love this container because I do take a lot of supplements. So it just opens up, and this is my last one that's full for the week. And you have one for each day. And it's big enough that it can fit so many pills in it, which I love. And just one of these is my prescribed pill, and then the rest are all supplements. So I take a variety of supplements to help my mental health as well as my physical health, and it has made all the difference in me not having flares for my bladder, which are no fun whatsoever. So I encourage you to maybe figure out some health benefits that you could have from supplements. Figure out what are going to positively impact you and your life, and maybe start trying different things. I have been trying to kind of sort all this out for years, and I truly have like pinpointed the perfect combination of supplements for my body that help me stay at my healthiest. And when I'm at my healthiest, I can be the best mom that my kids and my husband deserve. And so this is a big part of my nighttime routine. It seems so simple, but having them in these simple packs so I don't have to open 20 different bottles of supplements, I just prep them once a week, usually on Sunday, and I just take them every night. And because they're already prepped and ready to go, it just takes it to a more organized level where I can just easily remember to take it. I never miss my meds pretty much ever. And I think part of it is because of the ease of use and just having everything prepped and ready to go. By the way, I'm so sorry. My cat is crying outside my door because she wants in to hang out with me. So 1 second. Come in. I'm sorry. You hear her yelling. She's yelling at me. Anyway, so that's another part of my nighttime routine. I shower, I do my face regimen, my face and skin routine. I take my supplements, I drink water. I try to drink a glass of water before bed. And then I try to get off all electronics an hour before bed. That really helps me sleep well. And depending on whether my husband is home, he works weird shifts because he is in law enforcement. And so sometimes he works really late. And when that happens, I will read a physical book, usually something like educational, like a homeschooling book, or something about foster care, or like things like that. Like, really? We're not gonna do this. Oh, it's her leg. It's her leg. I promise that she's licking. Seriously, just need to be in the video, huh? Anyway, so, and then I go to bed. And prior to reading a book, I plan my day for the next day. Let me go grab my planner. This is my daily planner. It is a planner template that I created and sell on my Etsy shop. If you're interested, I can link it in the description of this video. And it just keeps my life in order. I feel like when I have the chance, so I use a digital planner, and I've talked all about planning, but when I have the chance, so I'm not gonna go into it very much, but when I have a chance every night to sit down and write out my day for the next day, it just re-jogs my memory, sets my priorities in place, and helps me get the most done out of what's important for the next day, and helps me kind of see, oh, what gaps do I have where I could do certain things, or I could take breaks, or when am I gonna be able to fit this certain thing that needs to get done, you know? So I plan my day, I read a book for usually just a chapter, and then I go to sleep. And that is my nighttime routine. My nighttime routine is so helpful in me starting the next day with peace and less stress. And it's also so helpful in my health because of the supplements and things that I take that help my health and my body perform at its peak. If you suffer from a chronic pain disorder, you know how hard it can be to function, and my reality of finding supplements that work for me and help keep my pain at bay may not be yours. And if that is the case, I am so sorry. And I just don't even, like, I can't imagine how difficult that would be. But for me, supplements have truly been a game changer, and I suffered for years of chronic pain before I was able to really understand my body well enough to figure out ways that I could help it perform better and have less pain. And supplements really have made a difference for me. I'm not affiliated with any supplement companies or anything like that. I use a variety of different ones that work well. One more thing that helps is, as I am planning my night, the night before, if I need to add anything in my car for the next day for errands such as returns, or taking something to someone's house that's not perishable, I will pack my car the night before. Packing my car the night before helps so much when getting out the door. We have a 2-month-old foster baby who's in and out of our house right now, and I will pack her diaper bag the night before, preparing bottles and formula and diapers and an extra outfit and all those things, so that if we have somewhere to go, especially if it's early, I can just grab that bag and go in the morning, and it's one less thing I have to worry about. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found some of these tips helpful, and maybe they can help you in preparing your nighttime routine for success in your life and more peace and more joy in your home. Thank you so much for being here. I will be back next week with more videos, and I also have a very fun laundry room makeover that I am sharing on Tuesdays, so stay tuned for those videos. Thanks so much for being here.